and sixth. Fifth and sixth. Yeah.
I just wanted. We had two potential broken fingers in that last game, so I just want to check if either of them are taking the
Kia ora, no mai, haere mai. Welcome back to Keithai Park here. It's a playoff for 5th and 6th between Northshore and Roskill United. Northshore in the Pool A, Roskill in Pool B. Northshore, they've won the toss and elected to bat first, which has pretty much been the story on this pitch number 2. Artificial for the whole tournament. It's been a great tournament too, the under 17 boys Summer Series T20 competition. My name is Bevan Jenkinson. I am your commentator, your scorer, your photographer. What else is there? Nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Ball boy.
You're very talented, mate. That's no doubt about it.
Anything else I can find myself in.
Yes, no. Day for yesterday, you were running to get the balls through.
I did today.
Yes.
I did once today.
You're all rounder.
First ball from Uncle Singh, bowling from the school end here at Keithai Park. Clipped off his pads there, Alex Waldron. And just a single. Do you know Scott, sorry, if he's any relation to the Thomas and Scott Waldron brothers?
Afraid I don't know.
No? No, it's all good. Just talking about rugby.
I'm fine
And left alone by Jack Jones for his first ball. Conditions, the wind is blowing. You can probably hear that through the mic. It's blowing quite a bit of a strong breeze here, straight through the camera. Jones' second ball clipped through the square and will run away for 4. First boundary of the innings coming on the third ball. In the other games, Parnell and Hawak Pakaranga Hawks, as this one's guided down third man, will pick up 2 and has reached the boundary for back-to-back boundaries for Jack Jones. 9 without loss. Behind us in Pool 3, East Coast Bays taking on Suburbs Newland, Swansolia in the final. Both those teams finished top of their pool. Swansolia, or Suburbs Newland, had a loss, whereas East Coast Bays went undefeated. As the penultimate ball of the over left alone. Third and fourth between Parnell and Hawak Pakaranga Hawks. 7th and 8th, Parnell, Papatoetoe and Hibiscus Coast, as this has gone. Beauty ball. And it ends the first over. 9 off it. It's 9 without loss. Ninth and 10th between Takapuna and Cornwall Finalen. Rounding out the last round fixtures for the 2023-24 Boys Under 17 Summer Series here at Keithai Park in Mount Roskill, Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland. Who's the bowler, sir?
Rishabh Bojak.
Yeah. Rishabh Bojak into the attack. Have to add him to my list because I haven't got him. And the first ball's a good one. Just beats the outside edge. There is an appeal, but no movement from the umpire. Change in the field is deep slip going into place.
First game, 1 over made a lot of difference. We are fighting for number 5 and 6 now.
This one whipped round, up and over mid wicket, and it'll be 2 to the total. Waldron moving to 3 off 3 balls.
Not playing. Arya?
Jones 8 off 5. Sounds like Arya Sadala off the field at the moment. He's had a busy week this week. Most of these boys playing in the 6th match. Arya in his 7th. As this is 3 point.
Feel it, stop it.
And it's 2. 2 more to the total.
पूरा लेके जाओ इधर आजा आजा
यार हमारे मैनेजर साहब कुछ कर देनी है यार चलो ऊपर खोल दो बुजुर्ग है I'm happy to open the bar.
No, we have in the car.
तो ऊपर बैठ के करना
बार खोल देता हूँ
Yeah.
Oh, try some. Sorry, I was busy before.
Leave it there, huh? Whenever you get the time, you can
Yeah,
have
No.
I'll just leave it there, huh? For you guys.
Wide outside off stump and called wide. Next ball from Bojack, and it's left alone again. But fair delivery called. 2 balls to come in the second. 14 without loss. 5 off the sofa so far. Rock's back on this one, up over mid wicket, and it's all the way. 6 runs. Playing that well on the back foot. Jones's first 6 of the game. First boundary even. Was there a single there, was it?
There were 2 whites. That's all.
Ah, 2 wides. That's what I've missed. Thank you.
So she 2 over 3 over
2 overs. 2 overs. That's I believe so. Yes. Okay. 2 overs.
21 without loss after 2. Can you pull up the live stream, please, and show me? Ankur Singh to continue from the school end here. Bowled the first over of the innings. Starts with a dot. Second ball, right arm over the left-hander. He just backs into this one. Punches it to cover. And there is a single. Jones on 9, Waldron on 11. Waldron on strike. And this is down leg. Just straying a bit with his line. It's wide. As I said, this match for 5th and 6th. Both teams finishing 3rd in their pool. Northshore in pool A, Eden Roskill United in pool B. Through mid-wicket this time. Played a bit across the line there, and they'll pick up 2 comfortably.
I've got 4 bowls.
2 to come in the over. And this played to square leg with a fumble, but no harm, no foul. Live stream and photography and everything else brought to you by Bev's Broadcasting, bringing you the under 17 boys Eden Roskill United matches, and we'll be next week for the respective girls tournament. As this is a couple of bounces down to long off, and it's for Alex Waldron with his first 4. Mr. Dot in there, I've noticed. 3 overs gone. Ankur Singh has none for 17 off his 2. And it's 29 without loss as Aaron Cresto comes to the bowling crease from the Mount Roskill end. Jack Jones on strike. No, he didn't. No. He's bowled in just about every other game, I think, other than this morning. Right arm over to the left-hander, Jones. And starts with a wide. And they'll run through for a single as well. So 2 wides to the total. Next ball full on off stump, played down to mid off, and a fumble. They'll pick up 2 on the misfield, and it's actually 4 runs in the end.
taking it too lightly. Well,
Jones with his second boundary. 9 off 8. Just dabs us down to short third man. And it's a no ball, is it?
No ball. What's that? No ball?
Yeah. Just waiting to see. The umpire's talking with the bowler. Saw the arm go out.
Yeah, I saw him signal free hit as well.
Going with no ball then.
Is equal?
36 without loss. The free hit. Just played on the crease to the covers. It's a dot.
Yes.
Well, one way to find out is when he calls over. One way to be sure. Waldron. Oh, he's fired this down leg. It's a no ball for height. Chase going on and just going to hold up before the boundary. Well fielded.
No ball and
No ball.
2.
2.
Yeah, no ball.
free hit.
Fortunately, my system doesn't allow
I've got 39.
the runs to be added to the batsman. There just goes no balls on my scorecard, so apologies, it's going to be wrong as this is up in the air.
Free hit anyways.
Player underneath it, the keeper's underneath it, he drops it, doesn't matter, it was a free hit, and they get through for a single, which I think they were going to take pretty much, even if the catch had been taken. So there's enough air on it. Helicopter going over, just trying to see whether it's an eagle. Might be the, no, I don't think it might be a little bit too small to be the Auckland Police Eagle helicopter. And this one straight to point. There's a dot.
It's only 4 balls. Huh?
That wasn't a no ball.
Still 1 ball?
Okay, so that can't have been a no ball then.
That's not a no ball. Okay. Yes, 3.2.
Remove that and delete 3.2, yeah?
Yes.
No, no. So she just added 2 dots, so you remove that no ball.
I added 2 dots, but I
Then you have to remove that
Yes,
no ball,
yes.
not 2 dots. Because you've given them an extra run.
No, I'm like listening to it.
Just playing catch up here, sorry folks.
You continue with that. I'll just check.
Is that dot?
Yeah, that was dot. Catch it. Yes, good one.
Oh, first wicket for Northshore's gone. Angus Singh with the breakthrough. And it's 40 for 1.
Good job, Ankur.
So to replace the ball. And
Right,
Yes.
so I've just deleted right back to 3.1, so if you tell
yeah,
me what you've done.
3.2.
Yeah.
Which was the ball? No ball. It was 3.2. Okay.
Yeah, so I've deleted all the way through there, so if you tell
Okay,
me what
okay.
3.2 is.
Okay. Then 1 moment. Ankur Singh. I'll just
Yeah,
update
Ankur
this.
Singh first was a dot, second a wicket.
First was dot and second Alex
Wicket. Yeah.
wicket. How?
Cotton ball.
Caught. Okay. Caught.
Caught and bowled. There's the wicket that's fallen. Have you got 39 or 40?
39.
39. because we were ruled out that no ball.
Ollie Davies.
He can come to this.
39 for 1.
Okay.
So I've just deleted them all. So
Yeah,
if you
okay.
tell me what they are, what they
Okay. So which ball are you on?
I need 3.2.
3.2 is a dot.
Yep.
3.3 is a dot. 3.4 no ball
Alex Waldron, the
and 2 runs.
player that's fallen.
3.4 is a 1. 3.5 is a dot. And 3.6 is a dot.
Who's the new batsman, sorry?
New ball is Ankur Singh.
And then the first was a dot.
Who's the the first one is a dot.
And the second one was Woodgate Cotton Bowl.
Okay.
Who's the new batsman given as well?
New batsman is
Ollie Davies.
Ollie Davis.
Or Oliver Davies.
Oliver Davis.
Good bowling,
Oliver
Ankur. Good
Davies,
bowling.
right?
Keep it tight, guys.
Singh starts with a dot to him. $39 for 1. 3 balls into Ankur Singh's second over. Bowling into the wind here at Keithay Park. It's just driven down to mid-off.
There's a bump catch.
It's a dot. Do apologise with all that, folks. We're just trying to sort out between the scorers what had gone on.
39 for 1.
Yeah. 4.2.
Two balls left in the fifth. 39 for 1.
4.3 or 4.
4.4. That dot, wicket, dot, dot.
Just pushes this through to point. Have a sweeper out there. Picks up a single. Stops it being a wicket maiden. It's gone 1 PM local time here. Last ball is Singh's second over.
Good
Plays this on
bowling.
the
Good
crease.
bowling, Ankur.
Ends with a dot, 1 wicket, 1 off it. It is 40
Good
for,
over.
40 for 1 after 5. Got any comments or questions you'd like to put in the comments, folks? Please do.
Any interesting comments today, David?
Shani.
Nothing.
SHANYES.
Shanyu Chaldrapu into the attack from the mound at Roskill end, replacing Rashad Bojak. Sorry, it was Aaron Craster who bowled the last one from there.
Oliver is on strike.
There'll be highlights and photos taken, posted to Bev's Broadcasting official Facebook page in coming days, and eventually, sorry, I should say. I've got quite a busy time going on at the moment with a lot of cricket. It starts with the dot. My first non-cricket day for the week tomorrow. Actually, my only non-cricket day of the week is Friday. Tomorrow here in Aotearoa. Saturday, Eden Roskill Pro Water Blasting reserves take on Cornwall here at number 1 behind us. That game also live streamed to Bev's Broadcasting official Facebook page. As the third ball is a wide. And then on Sunday, been asked to go to Kumu and live stream Kumu's a Kumu Invitational team taking on the Cook Islands men's team who are preparing for the Pacific Cup being played at Lloyd Elsmore Park next week. And then have a day off on Monday, and then Tuesday, as I was saying, under 17 girls summer series T20 taking place here at Keithay Park. In Roskill United play games as is a quick single to mid off. Apologies, it's 42 for 1. Not 2 as I had. This is just driven. Beats the bowler. Beats Shanyu. Chadrapu. And they scamper through. One ball left in the sixth over. It's 43 without loss. Shanyu's over going for 3 so far. After 6 deliveries, 1 wide in there. And it's just cut to point. Ends the over with a dot. 6 gone. It's 43 for 1.
Now that's commentator's curse, you see.
That's been picked up on the commentary.
Sorry, who's the bowler?
Ankur Singh.
Ankur Singh, the first ball of his third over, has dismissed Jack Jones, LBW, who's tracked right in front, and the second wicket falls. Scott was just telling me that Jack Jones is the son of Richard Jones, former Auckland Aces player, played one international against England in '95. Has the minor premier competition, one-day competition named after him, the Richard Jones Trophy. And probably one thing I can tell you about Richard Jones that you may not know, Scott, he's still playing cricket, plays for Top Catch on a Thursday night in last man stands. Still wicket keeping as well. Still doing the bit of a more of an experienced team compared to others, shall I say, in that Top Catch side.
Cricket is a game of experience.
Yeah. Good to see that Will Clark's also the Premier captain, who is the coach of the under-17 boys for Northshore. It's been in that Northshore Premier side for a while. Now, who's the new batsman, sorry?
Toby Parker.
Toby Parker at the crease, right-hander. This one's driven to cover. Oliver Davies 2 off 8. Parker's just faced this one ball, facing his second. And it's full toss. And great stop at cover. It'll just be a single. Low full toss again, missed it cover. And well backed up, good throw at the stumps, doesn't hit, but I think he would have been home safe anyway. They do get a single once more. A couple of singles and a wicket off the 4 balls of this over. Northshore going down to Takapuna in the City Guard Premier Men T20 competition last night. This is just defended at the crease. Takapuna were looking for the victory to try and beat Suburbs New Lynn out, but unfortunately for them, Hibiscus Coast lost as well. So the 2 teams from that pool, from the northwest pool, going through Hibiscus Coast and Suburbs New Lynn. Last ball of Singh's next over, he's just defended it.
45.
And it's 45 for 2 after 7. Inky Singh bowls out, four overs, 2 for 20.
Sani, boleh. Pasal chain lagi.
Suburbs New Lynn finishing top of the north-west pool. Shanu into the attack. Shanu Chadrapu. 1 over for 3. Right arm wrist spun. It's just defended at crease from Davies. One picking up. Straight into our faces here, next to the camera. Another dot back to the bowler. Cuts behind point, well played. Splits the gap between backward point and short third man. They'll pick up 2. This one's whipped round, 3 mid wickets. Player on the boundary, can't do much with that unfortunately, it's 4. First boundary in a few overs. Davies' first boundary, he's 9 off 13. I do apologise that my scoreboard says something different, but it's just an issue with the scoring app that I use. This is 4 to point. 2 covers going out there racing after it. They'll pick up 2 and turn down the third.
They might have it in the bag. Come and watch the match with us.
As is cut and missed at point, unfortunately. And they'll pick up 2 more.
55.
Ends the over.
Okay.
55 for 2 after 8.
Dot. No. Dot. There's one more dot. Can you...
Sideshow Corey into the bowling crease from the school end here at Kitei Park, Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, Mount Roskill region. A few white puffs of cloud about, but nothing too threatening in regards to weather, other than that strong wind that's coming. Bowling right arm round, long on, and mid wicket on the boundary. Actually, no, he's going to come over now. Starts with the dot. Waits in the crease, plays it to mid wicket, who is a fielder.
This good ball really well in the first match.
Cover on the boundary,
So anything
long on in mid wicket, 3/4.
Good
Yes,
bowling,
tries to
Ty,
get this
good
through.
bowling.
On a late cut, doesn't get anything on it. Can hear that sound of Nitin, the club manager here at Eden Roskill, clapping away, enjoying it.
Oh,
And some good bowling. It's just beating the keeper's legs. And it goes through for a run. And left alone outside off stump. One ball left in Chulkori's first over. Just the one single coming off the fourth ball so far. Have I put the commentator's curse on him? I think I have. It is 4 runs, 1 bounce to end the over. And it's 60 for 2 after 9, run rate of 6.67.
Shanyu, you?
Couple of dots to start the over. Some good bowling here from Chukuri. 9 for 13 in his third from the Mount Roskill end. Just stabs down on this Parker. Hasn't looked to go after it at the moment. It's 2 off 11. This time he does. And holds out at mid wicket.
Good job,
Sahib
guys.
Singh Dhami
Sahib Singh Dhami. Good save, mate.
is taking the catch, and the third wicket falls. Gone 2 off 12 deliveries.
Dhami, yes.
And it's 60 for 3 after 9.4. Sickling. Jacob Sickling to the crease. didn't bat in this morning's game as he drives his first one to cover. One to come until Corey's third. A short whipped round, and it might be cut off. They'll take two. Two off the last ball, including in the over, and two for the over with the wicket. It is 62 for 3 after 10.
Sorry.
Corey from the school end here at Cleathay Park. And the final going on behind this game. East Coast Bay's 83 for 2 after 10 against Suburbs Newland's Sean Solier. Drives down to mid-off and good pressure from the batsman. Even better throw from the fielder. Direct hit, middle stump, but was well home. Corey none for 6 in his second. See, couple of players just waiting at the moment, and this one's played down to cover. Northshore batsman just having a bit of trouble getting away the bowlers at the moment.
So I've got one ... wide.
And the first ball after the wide, down to mid-off, no run. Sorry, Sashid, I just noticed that I had it different, as this one is going to pitch and be a couple of bounces, 4 runs down to long on, 4 runs. At least it's the shackles a little bit to Sickling. Oh, just Davies, sorry.
Who faced the first ball? Or do you face it? Yeah, okay. So one wide.
Dropped a catch and went off with a boundary for 6.
As this one hit in the same area, but player comes round and fields it.
1.
69 for 3.
Yes.
69 for 3 at the end of the over.
He scored space, that fielder. He dropped the catch and then flipped it over to the for 6.
No, I think it's Suburbs actually that are fielding over there.
Suburb is batting. Isn't
Shine you boarding?
No, Suburbs are fielding.
Oh yeah, yellow is East Coast, that's right.
Because East Coast is green. Green and yellow.
Oh, good one, good
There's
shot,
an
good
appeal.
bowling.
But not given. And Jacob gets us 4 behind square. 73 with it. 73 for 2.
3.
And his fourth over, 1 for 19. One of the 3 wickets to 4. It's just down to long off for 1 run. Chandrapu bowls and just plays it back, plays it to point. This one back to the bowler. No, I think it was bump ball anyway. Ends the over with a dot.
74.
74 for 3 after 12.
Sai. Again, Sai. Yuri.
What's the score?
Sorry?
Yes!
Shanley has finished his quarter.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's the new bowler?
Sai. Good.
I saw still so. Sorry about the video going out there, folks. Someone, I think, disconnected the power and then turned it back in without telling me. Would have been nice as it's driven down to long on. Second ball
One.
of the over. Oliver Davies has to go.
Aaron. Cast.
Good job, Sai. Good
Aaron
catch,
Crasto underneath it.
Cast.
And he's gone 28 of 28 deliveries.
Yes. Below Sai. Yes.
Jacob is gone.
And the 4th wicket falls.
Jacob is out.
Ah, okay. You were asking Oliver, right?
No, it's Jacob that's gone out.
Apologies, it's Jacob Sickling that's been dismissed. 2 of 6 deliveries.
Because 74 for 3, right? When first ball was a dot ball. And how it is Jacob?
Just trying to get a better picture for everybody watching. At home will
His face was last
work
year
or
was
out
Rover,
about-
so
out
it
and
would have been
about.
Jacob that would have faced
Okay, I
it.
will change this.
How many people are watching at the moment?
about 10, I think.
Just 12. Did somebody get at it just now or no? 10 since
So
morning?
first ball was
Yeah.
a dot.
I just sent it to 4 more people.
Who's in?
Lucas Simpringham.
Luca.
Lucas Simpringham, yeah.
Simpering him at the crease.
Good bowling.
And it's a top ball, first ball to him. I forgot your bloody pom-poms, Nitin. Forgot your
We
pom-poms.
still have chance for next week. And that's a goal.
And Saturday. So this is cut 4 to point. Promised I'd bring you pom-poms the other day, didn't I? One run out there. Like I said, simpering him off. There's Davies
Good
watches
bowling.
this
Keep it up.
through. Last ball of the 13th over. And just backs into it and plays it back at the bowler. And it's 13 gone. 75 for 4. Run rate just under 5.7 at the moment.
Dhami is side
Probably dropped Singh Dhami to the bowling crease. Save Jot, sorry, not Pride Jot.
18.
Oliver Davies, 28, run a ball.
I think the raw score is on it. I'll check.
Simpering him off the mark on his second ball. Just a single.
First ball done.
No, this is first ball now. And left alone, it is wide. It was a single down to long off. Davies back on strike. Save Jot with the mini turban on his head. And this is played behind point. Pick up one, sent back for the second.
Good
He
one.
was keen for the second, but he wasn't getting it. Should just remembered something I saw a few years ago. I think it was in the lead up to the 2011 Rugby World Cup. About name pronunciations.
Good bowling.
Right in the block hole here. And Grant Fox,
Both body of it.
who at the time was a Sky Sport commentator, former All Black,
Okay.
father of New Zealand golfer Ryan Fox. And it was an ad where he'd have, they'd line up these players and he'd have to say the player's name right, get it out right before the player hit him. And I think he had to start with the easy one, like the Tongans, as easy as that is. It's a single taken, bit of a sprawl on the ground, but they get home safely. And of course there's just one that he just really can't get out and he ends up in hospital, in full body cast, and then he finally gets it right. I thought, oh geez, if that was me, I'd probably struggle.
The story was funny, man.
Yeah, that was a great Sky Sport ad for the 2011 Rugby World Cup that was hosted in Aotearoa. Also former All Black selector Grant Fox. One of my greatest sporting moments as a kid. As this one's whipped round, it'll be all the way, 6 runs. Over square leg.
I think the scores are now also not matching.
And a fixed maximum for a while.
I think somewhere else I've changed it for, so you can take over as primary because else the score will differ. Our main scores are 85.
Yep.
But the individual scores are not.
For the individual scores now.
Yeah, so you can take over as primary then. So then else you go to options. Options. Change scoring status.
Here's Singdami over the top of mid wicket, and it's 4. Expensive over.
89 for 4 at the end of the over.
89 for 4.
Yes. That's the score. Will be
14 coming off it.
Get a spinner. Sang is one more over.
Sorry, no size bowled out.
Ball out too. Right. B hasn't bowled at all. So B is there. Other is there. Sang is coming.
Oh, sorry, size got 1.
Yeah.
Shanyu's bowled out.
Sai.
Sigel Corey to bowl his 4th from the school end. Actually, one of the amusing things I've had about trying to spot players and different pronunciations. So he'll be bowling to Davies, and it's gone through and missed, but
Good ball. Good bowling.
no run. Is in 2020 when I was first commentating Waikato Club Rugby. I'm just gonna figure out what I've done there. I know what it is. This one's through mid wicket. Chase going on there. Pull it in.
Good throw.
And 2 runs taken. Yeah, I happen to have the Otorohanga club that is based in the South Waikato, King Country area, a couple of times. It's a single down to mid-on. And they had 2 wingers. One was a New Zealander, one was a Fijian.
Yeah, Oliver.
And I can't remember the names of them. This is played back to the bowler. And when I would get the team sheet, number 11 would be Joe Smith, and number 14 would be Joe Rakathaka, a real Fijian name. And as this is called wide. But when you see them run out, according to the team list, Joe Smith was the Fijian guy. Possible. Unlikely the New Zealand guy had the big Fijian name. As this is through mid wicket and a couple of bounces, 4 runs. So it took a bit of getting used to that those numbers were around the wrong way. At the end of the year, I was talking with somebody at rugby who happened to be Joe Smith's father, and he thought it was absolutely hilarious because he could see what was happening. He could see what was causing the issue. And I'm like, well, I'm glad that it was. Yeah. As this is up through mid wicket, it'll be 1 bounce, couple of bounces, and as he pulled it in, I think he has. It's a big boundary on that leg side.
3.
And they pick up 3.
100? Yes.
100 comes up.
15 overs.
15 overs gone. It's 100 for 4.
Shanyu, Sai and Ankur, they bowled 4 overs each. That's Abhi
Oliver Davies on 46
Patel.
of 34. It's Abhi Patel from his favoured Mount Roskill end. To bowl for the first time today. Shanyu Chaudrapu 4 overs 1 for 20. And Saitul Corey 4 overs 1 for 24. Bowled out already. As well as Ankur Singh 4 overs 2 for 20. Pick of the bowlers for Eden Roskill United.
Good one, good one. Good
And
start.
Davies just backs away on this. Plays it to the offside. Short. With round leg side. Singdami, all he can do is watch it go over his head at 6.
50 for
50.
And it's 50 as well. Guys, 50! No? Apologies for the yelling there, folks.
Yeah.
I was trying to let them know he scored 50.
Now they understood it.
Yep. I don't think they
Thank you,
heard
Aaron.
me. They looked at the scorecard probably. As the next ball
Do you
and
have the link for the live post?
played to
Scott?
Koa.
Scott. Do you have the link for the live telecast?
I would.
Is up and over cover. And it's 4, is it? Yes, it is.
so 4th ball was a dot and 4th one. Oh, nothing Abhi, not your day for bowling.
1 to come. No, 2 to come, sorry. I think it's taken me to the end of this tournament, Nitin, to find the right spot for the camera.
Now you know.
Oh, next week.
Is there going to be a buyers there? Yes, there is. Yeah, different setup when doing field 1. Although, we could look at possibly doing the same setup, but yeah, we can talk about that.
Oh,
As
good
this
one.
is
Good bowling.
through.
Good keeping.
Enzi over with the dot. 10 off it.
111.
It's 101, 111 for 4. It's positive you guys said 101.
What's the number of overs?
16 gone.
Bowling. Saurav.
Okay, it's final 11th ball. That's good.
How was that, sorry?
Saurabh.
Oh, Saurabh Dungal. Saurabh Dungal to the bowling crease. Bowling from the school end. Likely these two will be opening the batting. As they've done all tournament. Dungal just making some adjustments. Keeper's putting his helmet on. Rule was changed a few years ago that if keeper wants to stand up in junior and secondary school sport cricket, you've got to wear a helmet.
Oh, yes.
And on the sweep, the flick, sorry, more down to short fine leg, and it's a single.
He's actually a fast ball.
A bit of a warm-up. Oliver Davies, 57. Lupus simpering him 6 off 9 on strike. Flicks us through square leg. And there's a single. Update the final going on behind us in a moment as this one's flicked round. It's in the wind, and we saw an amazing catch yesterday in that same area, but wasn't able to get anywhere near it, unfortunately, this time. East Coast Bays 150 for 3 in the 16th, batting first against Suburbs Newland, Sean Solier, as they pick up 2 down to deep square. In the final, East Coast Bays rollicking away there, going at 10 and over. Actually, last night in the City Guard Premier Men's T20 comp Nutton, Papatoetoe against Ellerslie. As this one spooned up and just to mid off is a dot. Aided by their coach, Ani Ujaraja, who scored 79 off 34. Papatoetoe scored 220 against Ellerslie, batting first. One of these days I'm going to figure out how to say Ani's full name. He shortens it to Arnie. As this one's up, and Sadala's underneath it. Takes the catch, and the 5th wicket falls at the end of the over. 17 gone. It is 116 for 5. Look, Oliver Davies.
No.
Lucas Simpringham.
Simpringham got out. Now it's Harry Brown.
9 off 13.
So the danger man is still there.
Oh, I know why I thought it was Oliver, because I've flicked over the over already. Who's the new batsman? Sorry, Scott.
Harry Brown.
Harry Brown.
The forward,
I should
Abhi Patel.
in the innings break, if you like, Scott, I'll show you the catch Aria took yesterday out here.
Yeah, it'd be great.
It was a brilliant catch, and then managed to back that up by playing for the Prem's side last night, and took a great catch at backward square to get rid of George Worker. As this is a full toss to gimme shot, gimme ball, and he said gimme 6. So wacky do. If anyone's wondering who George Worker is, Auckland Aces contracted player, come from the Central District area. Former black cap as well. He was on 43 at the time. This is up in the air. Same place, same results. 6 more. Back-to-back 6s. Moves to 70 off 43. 7 4s, 4 6s. Next ball, oh, it's top edged. It's going to fly to short third man. And short fine lead coming around. Prevents the second.
Expensive over.
13 off 3 balls so far. So it's defended at crease. Super Smash carrying on today. Just got a notification about it. Canterbury winning the toss. Canterbury Magicians against Wellington Firebirds at Hagley Oval. Firebirds batting first there. As this one's pulled. And a run to mid-wicket. This one just works through front of square leg. Player coming in, dummy.
1-3-1.
It's just another single. What have you got, the squares?
1-3-1.
And it's 1-3-1 after 18, 2 to go. Northshore having won the toss and elected to bat first here. Who's bowling?
Saurav Dangal.
Oh, Saurav. Thought he had a... Doesn't he normally have a bigger runner?
Yeah, he's a fast, he's bowling.
That's why I didn't recognise him. Dangal to bowl his second over. I suppose it has been a long week. 1 for 5 in his first over. And he's going to concede a 4. The first ball of his second. He's 76 off 46.
Oh, beautiful.
And this is even better as it is. It's sailing into the trees. It's a wacky do, 6 more.
Picked it up so beautiful. Beautiful. He's bowling right into the batsman's, yeah. Bowling in his body.
And this time slower. But it's through cover this time. 4 more.
86.
So 86 he moves to.
86, 48 balls.
9 4s, 5 6s in it.
Maybe the first century, I think.
Yeah, I don't think there has been, no.
No, I don't think so.
I actually think that might be the highest score.
What's the score now?
No,
Yeah, batting wise, yes.
individual batting.
Oh,
Oh, this one's flicked. Over square, over backwards square. And 6 more. Saurav Dangal.
fast bowling, runs. Going back to his fast. All 20 runs. Oh, okay.
And he's moves into the 90s now, 92.
What's the score now? 151.
150 comes up for Northshore.
18.4. Just thought it was like sitting 120, 130.
There's 2 fielders out there.
So all
Backwards
all
square
20 runs.
and mid-wicket
Four
on the
runs.
boundary.
Last over 15 runs.
Cover and long off and long on the boundary. Two to come in the 19th. And it's wide. Decide to go with pace on now. Oliver Davies waiting. And cut down to cover and beats the fielder. Dummy can't pull it in and he's now 96.
96.
1 to come in the over. 7 balls in the innings.
Runs of the over? 25.
I was just running around to tell the Northshore boys That Oliver Davies is on 96. It's a slower ball. And they'll get through for a single. He'll retain the strike. Moves to 97. 1 over to go. It's 157 for 5.
Don't give it to Abhi. Or no Tommy, no. Close finish. Tommy.
Well, he come in at the fall of the first wicket. And Jack Jones was LBW to Angkor Singh. And he's just steadied the ship. Well, wearing 34 on his back. Could be the first century of the tournament.
Dhani.
And
Shot.
cuts this. This could race away. Could this be his 100? There's a diving save. And it is 100.
3, yes.
Oliver Davies goes to triple figures. Puts his helmet back on, says job not done yet. Who's bowling? Is it?
Dhani.
Yep. So Jot Singh Dhami bowling the last over.
Was he coming back?
14 off his first over.
Was
So
it a 4?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
across the stumps. It's down to long on. He gets a run. Third ball, slow one, full.
Good one.
And Harry Brown says you can have another run. Have another ball there, Oliver. Three to go. It's 163 for 5. Full big swing and a miss from Davies. Suppose when you're 102 or 54, you're allowed to swing like that. Swing for the hills. There's 2 balls left in the innings, having won the toss and elected to bat first. Waldron 24 off 17, Jack Jones 10 off 14, Parker 2 off 12, Sickling 2 off 7, Simpringham 2 off 13, and this one is wide. So it's still 2 balls to go. Harry Brown 2 off 3, and Oliver Davies, the man of the moment, currently 102 off 54. 11 fours and 6 sixes. This is top edged. Fortune favours the brave, they say. Big chase on, going down. And they'll pick up 2. And actually they're going to pitch a third.
It's 4. 4.
Oh, is it 4? Sorry.
Back on. They ran 4.
Yeah, it is 4. I think that might even be the first 4 run this tournament. And it's through, but it is wide, so the last ball having to be re-bowled. No, just take it. Just grab it. No point in coming and getting it. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Grab it. 169 for 5. Down the wicket. Goes up and it is all the way. Finishes with a 6. And that's innings complete. Northshore 175 for 5. Stand out there. An amazing 112 of 56 deliveries. 56 deliveries. 12 fours and 7 sixes. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the chase of 176.
So if it's
And the last ball of the over is a dot. Apologies, even though I did say the microphone was on, it wasn't. A 4 off the first over, it's 105. We wish. It's all without loss. I don't know where I got 104 from, but as I said, we wish.
Daniel
Twine to over the bowling. Great innings that Ollie Davies scored. 112, not his first T20, not his first 100, but 100 in T20 is something remarkable. And I see his mother's just slotted into the scoring box. What, you thought you'd get away without any mention? Twine, right arm over to Dungal, gets a short one, flicks it to mid wicket, they pick up one. Actually, I think the first reaction, the worst reaction I've ever had to someone being mentioned on the live stream was I put the camera on during a rugby game onto one woman that was watching, and said that is the mother of Bev's broadcast. I mean, boy, she couldn't run any quicker than she did. She's like, no, you don't put me on bloody camera. I knew that's the reaction I'd get too, which is why I did it.
There's a wind up.
I think she might have done that to me a few times, well, winding up at least in 37 years. So I had to get her back. Down the wicket goes Abhi Patel. Up and over, 2 bounces, 4 runs. Half decent average this tournament, Abhi Patel, 117.5. He's been dismissed only twice, 235 runs at a strike rate of 140. Best of 66 not out, 350s in this tournament. 66 not out came in this morning's game. 26 4s and 5 6s coming into this game. This one's down the ground, it'll be back-to-back boundaries, yes it will. It's that in without loss, halfway through the second. So I've done Gould, the other opener. 5 innings, 216 runs at an average of 54, so he's been dismissed a few times. His strike rate though, 154.6 at his best highest score of 74 not out. Patel is all the way, 6 runs. Gotta really feel sorry for Long On in situations like that. He's just chased one through long off. There he's got to get to his right, and now he's got to go to his left and retrieve another. So I've done goal 150, 22 4s and 8 6s coming in. Someone on phone a friend. That's right, I was getting that last night actually. Comes leg sides, top edge, and it's dropped. Very hard chance. Down a deep backward square. And they've gone through for a single. It was the edge they were looking for. He tried to just walk across the stumps a bit more than he did, and was late on the flick. Long On staying back on the boundary on the leg side. Long Off staying in. Cover on the boundary. Only player at the moment I can see down there. And Dungal pushes this through cover. Sweepers on the chase. And another 4 to the boundary, 4 to the over. T20 off the second. It is
24.
24 without loss after 2.
Got around 9:40.
Thought you had Thanks, Louise, for the hint that the microphone was turned off earlier. The worst apology I've ever had to make on air. Commentating a club rugby match at Hotapu Rugby Club, Memorial Park in Cambridge. They were having a stand up, they were raising funds for cancer. And I said in commentary that it was due to the hooker's mum dying of cancer the year before. It's the next ball, into the legs, decent delivery, played to mid-wicket for a dot. Had a woman come over to me, because as usual, I usually am sitting in the crowd. Wanted to speak to me. I put the microphone on mute. She goes, "The woman a couple of rows behind you doesn't look too bad for a dead woman." As it's played over wide, long off. And 4 runs. Lesson learnt that day, always make sure you write your notes properly.
It's not, in fact, passed away.
Yeah, I went up to the player because I knew the player and said, "I'm so sorry," and he was laughing. And he goes, "My mum would have been as well. Love to meet her one day and apologise in person for that boo-boo." This one's cut, cover there, more squarer this time. They pick up a single.
Good enough. 4 balls.
$29 without loss, 2 balls left in the third. Required run rate 8.48 at the moment. Patel on 24 off 14, Dungal 5 off 2. Dungal, there's a half-hearted appeal for our, if they're caught behind. Stop ball. This one's just played to extra cover. Ends the third. It's 29 without loss.
Suburbs and
Simpering him into the attack. Right arm over to the left-handed Patel. And just plays this off the foot. So appeal for a run out and given. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. It is one of the worst ways you can be run out or be given out in cricket. Backing up too far.
So who?
It's a T20. You want to be pushing for the runs, and it's unfortunate. The first wicket falls,
Yeah.
And run out.
Sorry.
Run out.
and it's 29 for 1. So I've done goal, gone 5 of 4 deliveries.
It was off the bowler, wasn't it?
Yep. Off the bowler's foot by the look of
So
it.
how do you find that? Because he's not a fielder. Oh, maybe he is. There he is at the bottom.
I was going to say, I think it should be there because it's only the wicket keeper that disappears when you.
Yeah. Apply wicket. Skull.
Play wicket, yes.
And Arya Sudala to the batting crease. As I said, it is the worst way to get out. It has got to be the worst way to get out in cricket.
New batter, select new batter. Arya, A-R-Y-A. Second last. Yes.
Sudala made his men's Premier T20 debut last night for Eden Roskill Pro Water Blasting.
Abhi is on strike. Abhi Patel is on strike.
Abhi Patel keeps the strike. Actually, I think one of the other worst ways I've ever seen someone get out in cricket was batsman on strike smashing the ball as Simperingham bowls, and this is through cover, but it won't get to the boundary. It wasn't well timed enough. I'll pick up 2. Yeah, batsman on strike, smashing the ball straight, hits the non-striker in the helmet, and the bowler takes it, caught and bowled.
Off the helmet.
Off the helmet, off the non-striker. The non-striker's completely floored, and the guy that's out is absolutely filthy, not even worrying about his teammate. So it's clipped off the legs, down to long on. And then, of course, there's European Cricket League, which produces other interesting ways to field bat. A couple of great Facebook pages to follow if you're interested. Cricket District, he mainly operates during the English summer, our New Zealand winter. There's no run to extra cover. And they look at village stuff around the world and interesting things and that. Met the guy in 2019 when England were touring. Didn't actually know who he was, but found out pretty quick. Couple of dots here. On board a company over. And if you like your weird and random talk and sport, the Legend of Marty Banks Facebook page is another one. I've got a story about that coming up in a second. And gets an outside edge through third man, and it's 4. Diving save, can't pull it in. Ends the over, 36 for 1 after 4. Wide run rate 8.75. I was photographing the Women's Rugby World Cup in 2021, and I was sitting in the media room at Trust Stadium. A guy next to me after a while turns around and asks me and goes, "Are you Bev?" And I go, "Yes." And he goes, "I'm Alex. I'm the guy that runs the Legend of Marty Banks page." I wanted to kiss his ring. I've actually got a couple of live streaming gigs just through finding stuff on his page. And some of the stuff he finds is incredible. Now lives in Perth, in Australia, originally from the Nelson region. Only need to follow that page for 5 seconds and know that that's where he's from.
Jacob Sickman.
7 off Simpingham's first over. Jacob Sickling from the Mount Roskill end. There'll be a prize giving after this. That's all the games completed, as there's a run down to long on. And that will be live streamed as well on this live stream link. I'll set the camera up to where is appropriate. highlights and photos of this of these matches that have been live streamed will be posted as there's a single to point coming in, can't prevent it. To Bev's Broadcasting Official, there's a link to the Facebook page there. In due course, I've got quite a bit of other stuff that I need to get through before completing all that. Considering I've taken an average of around 600-700 photos a game, there's still a bit more sorting to do. It's singled down to cover. 3 balls, 3 singles in this over. Obi Patel 29 off 19. Sidala 5 off 4 deliveries. Sidala down the wicket. And there's an appeal for RBW from everyone but the bowler and keeper. The keeper's busy fielding the ball. And it'll be 2 leg byes. As this is up and over cover, there's no man back on the boundary, and it's been well timed there from Patel. 4 runs. Apologies, it is Sidala. You said Surov there for a second. Made me wonder because he's definitely gone. Down the wicket. Sidala this time, no doubt about that one. And it's a couple of bounces, 4 runs. 49 with it. 49 for 1 after 5. Required run rate 8.47. Some bring him for a second over from the school end. A couple of changes in the field. There's Long on the boundary.
Maybe you just want to try a bite again?
And there's an appeal for caught behind. And it might have just flicked the pad. It was definitely a noise.
Try? Okay.
First ball of the over is a dot.
Would you like to try this?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you.
This time through square leg, and there'll be a single. Patel moves to 30. Sidala 13. Backs away on this one, does Sudala, but he's just going to squeeze this down to long on. The bottom message.
So, given this was his father, when he was on 96, you watching, it's live streamed, painting, how's it going? Okay.
As this is clipped off the pads, 3 mid wicket. And it's 4. Give me shot, give me 4. Well, I know I've had people say that watching cricket's like watching paint dry, but that's interesting. Painting instead of watching your son score 100.
I didn't want to jinx it.
Oh, no, fair enough.
Yep.
And Aaron, I should say to others too, because I usually do say this in the stream, one of the most common questions I get asked is, can you watch it back? Absolutely. Absolutely, can you watch it back? You can even watch it back during the stream and watch it from a point that you'd like to, as there's a dot ball, a good line to Patel. 6 off this over so far. Needing to go at 8 and over. 8.5 and over. Patel, 5 fours and a 6 and is 35. It's a forward of square leg. It's going to beat mid wicket, and it's going to be a 6-4. 10 off the over. It is 159.59 for 1. I'm really trying to add that 100 runs, aren't I?
Last over was
Dot
dot 114.4.
Ah, it's that one. How do I change?
So you can come back, again back. Put it back.
Abhi Patel, 35 off 23, 34 off 20, 34 off 20. No, there we go. Now it's changed. 38 off 24.
Who's bowling?
Alex Waldron.
Alex Ward.
Waldron back into the attack, having opened up from the Mount Roskill end. That's where he will bowl the third. His third. Bowling to Sadala. 14 off 8 deliveries. Took an amazing catch yesterday in this game, in our game. And then went to Cornwall Park and took an amazing catch at backward square to do, dismiss George Worker in a Prem's T20 match. Former Black Cap, current Auckland squad player. Auckland Aces squad player. It's the boys under 17 T20, 5th and 6th place. Just jabs this into the ground, pops up, no run.
We have a premium match this Saturday, so we have to get them
Yeah.
grass wicket.
Yeah.
My great team is not happy I can't give them the second grass wicket now.
As this is fucked behind square for a dot. Well, that was interesting. There's a throw from square leg, had one stump to aim at, he hit it. Sadala said, what were you on about? There's a roller going on in the background for the Premier Reserves. Eden Roskill Pro Water Blasting taking on Cornwall in the major one-day competition. The reserve grade. And next ball cut away, fielded at cover. Sounds like someone in the background there scored a 50. On the sweep, gets the broom out and sweeps it down to fine leg. Will be 4.
What's the score? 63. 6.4 overs. the average.
63 for 1, 2 balls left in the 7th. Going just above the required run rate at the moment. Over in the final, East Coast Bay's Gold managing to score 206 for 7. Suburbs, Newlands, Sean Solier, 1 for 40. In the after 4 overs, so they're keeping with the run rate as well. There's a single off the penultimate ball of the over. 19 off 13 deliveries. Sadala brings Patel on strike. Big thanks to Nitin from Eden Roskill, club manager here, for hosting us. Auckland Cricket for the organisation, the umpires, the scorers, the parents. This is wide down leg. Everyone else that's been involved in putting this tournament on. Been a pretty successful one. We've had 3 days of uninterrupted cricket. And backs away does Patel. Gets it through to cover on the boundary. 6 off the over. It's 65 for 1, 66 for 1 after 7. Wide run rate 8.46. Just hadn't pushed enter on that last single. That's why it was a run short.
I think this is a chap called George Reid.
It's not here.
George Reid we going off, or are we guessing?
New
Hey.
bowler, isn't he? When you're done, so.
Exactly, it can lead to some interesting things. The microphone being on and off. So wide. Nitin, have I shown you my singing?
How many more talents?
No. I said nothing about a talent. I said nothing about a talent. The live streaming idea came from the 2018 Wheelchair Rugby World Championships in Sydney. So there's this appeal for RBW, it's sliding down. And I got home, was pretty chuffed that I got to commentate at it, and first training I said I can't come, I'm too knackered. And the captain texts us back, goes, that's fine, loved your work last week. There's the next ball from Reid, and clipped off the legs. They've got players back on the boundary on the leg side here. It's just one. He said, I loved your work over the week. My favourite moment was when the mic was still on and you didn't realise and you were singing. And I said, there is no way that would have happened. Okay, he's got to be playing a joke on me. Went back and had a look at it, and they go, singing is a big stretch. Calling that singing is a big stretch of the imagination. Because you're the voice, John Farnham. Yeah, it's caused a lot of amusement to some people. As George Reid does well on his follow through to prevent a single down the ground. Actually, finding the voice. The John Farnham documentary was on TV a couple of weeks before Christmas, and the same person texted me to tell me it was on. I said, "You're never going to let that go, are you?" As this is through
Beautiful.
cover
Good
and
shot,
4
Arya.
runs.
Beautiful.
He's on 40.
40 and Abhi?
He's on 40. Raja is on 23.
Navi Patel 40 off 27. Yasadala 23 off 15. Sliding down leg called wide. It's one of my favourite photos I've ever taken out. Top right hand corner.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Came down at square leg. This will be wide down leg again, and they turn down a run. That scoreboard that you can kind of see in the background there is the old manual scoreboard from Seddon Park.
Seddon Park in
Hamilton. Yeah, that's at Kaipaki Oval, which is about 5 minutes from.
Just left his hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
That in the top right hand corner of the photo. I was on the phone to my partner at the time taking photos. This is a single down to long on. One still to come in the over. Would you believe, Nitin, that day that I took that photo, I actually swapped my crutches for a cricket bat.
Whoa.
I'd stuffed my ankle and was on crutches, and the team was short for a sixes match. As this is driven, my gap it between cover and between long off and cover, they don't. Long off comes round. They pick up 2. 11 off it. It is 77 for 1. Yeah, team was short for the first game of the tournament, and I said, oh well, I've got my cricket gear in my car, I'll put my pads on. Ended up batting for 2 overs. And as I got out there, the umpire goes, do you actually want to face the ball? And I go, well, I haven't come out here for nothing. Unfortunately, I didn't get to face the ball. And fielded for the 5 overs. No, sorry, for 4 overs of the 5 over match. Almost had to bowl the last over.
Oh, did you or no?
No, almost. It's Alex Waldron to bowl his 4th over. Thankfully I didn't have to field either. The ball either went somewhere else or sailed over my head. They say last man stands has had it hard enough with 6 fielders and 8 players. Sixes, you've got 6 players with 4 fielders, plus your wicket keeper and bowler. This one's behind square, and it's 4. Good afternoon to you, VJ, who's groundsman at Suburbs New Lynn, Kenmonda Park. Said he's just got home, cracked open a cold one, sat down and started watching.
Company's still working.
Yeah, VJ, some people are still working. And this is down leg. Not the most desirable of deliveries, that one. Oh, it beats everything. It's racing away. And it won't reach the fence. I'll sit back down. But in just one by.
One by.
Interesting that only one was there. There was a big chase from players forward of square having to go for it. One of those deliveries that was just too good and beat everything. Backs into the crease to Sudala. Moves to 26 for 18. Wide run rate just over 8 at the moment. Bit more of a spin in the fingers there. And it's beaten, diving cover.
Very well played, Sabi.
50.
And it's 4 and 50 as well.
50 for Abhi. 50.
Yeah, no, I think they know. Because he did acknowledge. And with one ball to come in the over. That's an 89 for 1. Vijay's just texted back and said in his defence he does start every morning at 5 a.m. So, you know. I was saying it's not that you don't work hard at all, Vijay. So this one's cut to cover. And a single long barrier comes out. No broken ankle for him. 90 for 1. Chasing 176 after 9 overs. That little comment there about breaking ankles while doing the long barrier. I did that a couple of seasons ago in my first game of the season. Needs push play on the video. Should have turned that way up too loud. Yeah, see what I mean by, you know, calling it singing is kind of a compliment. Tau faces the first ball of his over, sorry.
George Reed.
George is over. I knew it was the bowler from the last over here at this end. 11 off his first 7 deliveries. He just drives us to cover, no run. Next ball whipped round behind square. And 4 runs. I did warn you, Aaron, about that singing effort.
Yeah, that was awful.
It's not as bad as you were trying to project.
Well, I don't know. Sounds like you might be a little bit deaf there, Nathan.
Take my compliment back.
I do sing better than that, but yeah, no, that was not one of my finest moments. I actually didn't have control over the mic. I was on the opposite side commentating than what the production crew were on. As this is behind square, through fine leg, backward square leg, chasing, and they'll pick up 2. Due to the gentleman I was in the chair commentating with being using a wheelchair, couldn't get round to where the production were, so using hand signals to acknowledge the production crew for the mic. Because it was the end of the week, I've got a funny feeling the Aussies stitched me up and just managed to leave it on intentionally, just in case I did something. This one hasn't gapped the field up. Long off comes round to his left, picks up 1. 1 ball left, and George is over. Ollie Davies standing at mid-wicket, having scored his brilliant 100 in the first innings. .112 or 56. Strike rate of just exactly 200. 12 fours, 7 sixes. There's going to be a lot of highlights in this match. Just his hitting, as well as other stuff, of course. Assisted by some good batting as well from his openers. And they take 2 of the last ball. Reid finishes his second. He is none for 20. And it's 99 for 1 after 10. Obi Patel takes a single off the first ball of
100.
Twine's second over. First one was a little bit expensive for 20. Sadala gets a full one. Drives it down. And they take another run. Updating the final that's happening behind them. Suburbs New Lynn, Sean Solier needing 207 after 7 overs as this one's paddled. No one behind square on the leg side or on the offside. They'll pick up 2. And good running from Sadala, might make it 3. He does. Everyone was looking around for the umpire, so was I. And I spotted him in the end. Yeah, so after 7 overs, they are 53 for 5. Sean Solier, the Suburbs New Lynn, Sean Solier. None for 25 and Twine's second over. Low full toss. It is over mid-wicket's head. 6 runs. Nothing, can you see that?
Yeah. We were better than Suburbs and Harvard. We should have won. Our batting was still so good.
Sometimes in tournaments like this though, Nitin, it just takes one bad performance, doesn't it? As this is
Good one.
a gimme ball, gimme 6. 6 more. 17 coming off this over so far. 1 ball to come. Just bowled short into the pads of Sadala. It's 116 for 1. Just a reminder, if you think that this is poor bowling and that, folks, this is only under 17s. Everyone has bad days. Only junior cricketers. It happens, and you learn from your mistakes better than you do from your victories. So this is a single down to cover. Ends the over. 117 for 1 after 11. Lupus simpering him 2 overs for 17 as this is forward of point. Just a delicate touch. Loud yell of no from Sudala. And now they're going to pitch the second. The throw wasn't great to the keeper, unfortunately. And luckily for Northshore, Patel was backing up too far. They couldn't figure out a third. I've really actually bagged up the scoring here. Unfortunately, I'll pull down the scoreboard that I have. Oh, this is an outside edge. It's a leading edge too. It'll race away and gets there for 4 runs. Moves to 48. Do apologise that I've got that score wrong, folks. For one, how many overs?
11.2.
11.2 overs.
Shot. 4.
And 1 bounce, 4 runs.
50.
And it's 50 runs
50
for Aya
runs.
Sudala, his second of the tournament.
50. Arya 50.
It's 50 coming off 26 balls, 7 fours, 2 sixes. Next ball from Simpringham. Bowls and bottom edge through to square leg. They pick up a single. My question is to you, Nathan, though, would you sacrifice a century for a victory? You would? You'd sacrifice a century for a victory? If you had to choose between the two, you'd only choose the... Oh, okay.
Cricket
is
a team game.
It is a team game. That's why I'm surprised you're saying you'd take the...
Then I said I'll take victory over
Oh,
victory.
sorry. Okay, head it back to front. Sorry, Nathan. This is just back to the bowler.
For the 15th, 6th, the finalists were on that. So, if Wait is going
1 ball to come in the 12th.
They're playing for the first and the second position.
This match between for 5 and 6. Suburbs New Lynn, they are really struggling. 58 for 7, chasing 207 to win the tournament. East Coast Bay's gold. They've been undefeated all tournament and looks as though that'll continue. So this is wide down leg side. Wellington Blaze 115 for 3 in the 14th. Robinson just got out for 86. This is a punch down the ground for a single. Ends 12. It's 1-3-0 for 1. 46 required from 48. Just under a run of ball at the moment. 117 for 3, halfway through the 14th. Wellington Blaze taking on the Canterbury Magicians. The Women's Super Smash. Sorry, it's the Men's Super Smash, I should say. Tim Robinson with 86 off 46.
Who's 34?
We got Ollie.
Ollie Davies to the bowling crease. What is he bowling on?
Left arm spin.
Left arm spin, that'll do. That'll do. Eden Roskill, former player Muhammad Abbas, who top scored last week for the Firebirds, 1 off 2 today. Doug Bracewell and Nick Kelly at the crease for the Firebirds playing against the Canterbury Kings. And this one hit to cover, picks up a single, does Abhi Patel. I love how you answered my question there with a big grimace on your face. But that was exactly what I needed to know.
It's a question
Left arm
mark.
spin.
Wasn't entirely confident. It has changed over the years.
That was a great answer. Thank yourself. It's funny when, as an umpire, you do ask people, what do you bowl? And they go, right hand. Right hand. Sweeps, comes out the broom. And it's 4, down to fine leg. Yeah, it's even better when you do ask the player and they've got to stop and think about it. When I was at secondary school at Hauriki Plains College in Ngatea, just a country school between 10 minutes outside of Pairo, where I grew up. I was bowling, took a wicket, umpire, said to the new batsman, left arm round, goes Ollie Davis, great fielding at backward point, great save, and it's a dot ball. Yeah, the umpire said, right arm, I've got no clue what he's bowling. To be fair, sometimes I question it myself. These days, it depends on what mood I'm in. When I do get the chance to play. This is flicked up off the pads. That could be a hole in one. It's down towards the golf course.
Great shot, Arya, great shot.
2 balls to come. It's 141 for 1. Well, since you like that little pun there, Erin, why was only one Yogi Bear created?
I have no idea.
They tried to make a second, but it was a boo-boo.
Boom.
Yeah, big boom. This is played along the ground down to long off for a single. Even when working for NZ Rugby, I've worked that joke into commentary.
It's a good one. I like it.
Well, my sister, who lives with 3 boys and her husband, so hears dad jokes all along. It even made her crack. Big swat. There's a peel for Cook behind, and not given. Dot ball to finish the 13th. It's 142 for 1. 34 now required from 42. Son of Richard Jones, Jack Jones, into the bowling crease from the school end and backs away, tries to flick it, and a dot ball. Richard Jones, a famous name around the Auckland cricket scene. That big, he has the Premier One Day Minor Trophy named after him, Richard Jones Trophy. Played many games as his 3 point. Cover comes around and fields it on the boundary. Takes a single. Played one day international against England over in England in '95. These days Richard Jones plays for Top Catch in Last Man Stands on a Thursday night in Auckland. That's probably VJ trying to tell me who Richard Jones is. No, he's not. It was another notification. So I don't think I've umpired top catch. I've commentated a few games. Still wicket keeps as well. Let's have a look at his tally. Richard Jones. Don't want to, put too much pressure on Jack as the son, but it's just a talking point. Left arm round the wicket. Clips it over.
Beautiful. Well placed, Abby. Great shot.
Fine leg. And it's 4 runs. 147 for 1. 3 balls gone into the 14th. Been some great batting on display. Richard Andrew Jones, he's actually just marked a great milestone in his life. In October. I was going to say he's about to, but no. He brought up the half century in October last year, sorry. There's a clip down the fine leg, just walked across the wickets. And it's hard to bowl a great line. You've got to worry about your length now if the batsmen are doing that. That brings up the 150. 151 for 1. Played for Wellington as well as Auckland. He played one. I apologise. He actually played 1 test and 5 one-day internationals.
He scored a single.
168 runs in the one-day international scene, averaging 33.6, a high score of 63. Didn't actually take any catches in Test cricket, in international cricket. So maybe he didn't wicket keep those games, as tries to walk across again, Abhi Patel. Actually has a first class wicket, Richard Jones. Last ball of the 14th from Jack Jones. Pulls this round to long on. And a single taken. 14 gone. 152 for 1. 24 required from 36. Couple of wickets here. Could make things interesting for Eden Roskill United. Could just put that pressure on them. Northshore searching for it at the moment. Ollie Davies bowling. Can't remember whether he bowled his first over from the school end or the end that he's at now at the Mount Roskill end. It doesn't really matter though. None for 12 on his first over. Just a single down to mid-on. Reminder that the prize giving will be live streamed on this link, folks. Once all the matches are complete, I'll put up a graphic. We don't have a time for that. It will depend on completion of the other games.
Shot 6.
As Sadala goes big, behind square, all the way, 6 runs.
Oh.
25-9. So the first
I
bowler
missed
single.
something.
So just had to come back. First bowler single. Again come back.
Aya Sadala, 65 off 33. Abhi Patel, 74 off 48. Abhi Patel's gone a bit quiet. It's been Sadala dishing out the treatment. As Davies, and straight back to him, a very hard chance. It's hard when it's fired back at you at the same point that you've released the ball at.
They didn't run that, did they?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they ran it.
Just a single.
Oh, yeah.
And now cut away down to cover for a single. It's alright in retrospect. I think I'm sitting on 11 drop catches in a row over a couple of seasons. In commentary I've dropped 4, I think. 4 sixes that were hit towards the commentary and I dropped. Some of them might have actually been off Richard Jones, to be honest. Because I know he played in a game where I dropped a couple. As this one's through, wide long off. And it'll be 2 to the total. First time I ever dropped a caught and bowled in a match. It was my second day at a new job. I was playing last man stands. I was hit by a car in April in the end of the season before and broke both my arms, including my right collarbone, and this is a single to end the 15th.
164.
And it's 164 for 1. And I managed to bowl a ball and was hit straight up in the air. I called for it, went straight through the hands and smashed me straight where I'd broken the collarbone. Didn't have great use of my right arm again for the next week or so. Thankfully, when I really need to, I can use my left hand for certain things and just put up with the pain of that drop catch
Jack Jones is back.
when I needed to. Jack Jones to bowl his second over. Both batsmen on 75. Patel 49 balls, Sadala 37. Davies last over going for 12, so it's 2 overs for 24. Jones's first over going for 10. Good afternoon to you, Richard, if you are tuned in. I've always said you never know who watches these live streams. One of the first club games I did in Hamilton, club rugby, someone celebrating, Vince celebrating his 100th game, as this is to mid-wicket. Call of 2. I'll come back for a second. I was pretty chuffed with myself, and I was looking through the comments and saw that Scott McLeod, the assistant All Black coach at the time, was had tuned in. So you just never know. As this one is big, over fine legs, the other end of the field. It is 6 runs. And the margin is 4 now. Been a great batting display after we saw some excellent batting from Ollie Davies that scored 112 of 56 in the first innings. It looks as though Roskill United will secure 5th place at the Under 17 Boys Summer Series 2023-24. And Stella just plays this back to the bowler. I've even had Brendan McCullum watch a couple of rugby games when I was live streaming United Matamata Sports, and he was overseas playing cricket or coaching cricket. Cuts us to point. His son Riley played on Saturday on the number 1 pitch out here. Scored a good 40. And University's won over Eden Roskill Pro Water Blasting. Big thanks to their sponsors, Pro Water Blasting clearly, Speedy Signs, Reliance 4X, and Barfoot and Thompson Mount Roskill. Don't forget though, Financial Ninjas coming on board as this one is hit down to long on, misfield, and that is the game. It's all over. Eden Roskill United won this by 9 wickets. And just to finish off what I was saying there, Financial Ninjas have sponsored the match balls for the under 17 boys here.
You might be doing
Turn the mic off. We'll be back shortly.
Great batting performance.
At some point, from both teams, Erin. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
I'll come over and take a team photo if they're,
Oh, that'd
if
be
they're
wonderful.
interested.
Thank you. I'll go and get the pin for this. This.
And Eden Roskill have won 5th place match by 9 wickets.
Yeah. Yeah, these are all runners up on that.
Welcome to the presentation for that. Three teams here, but thank you for participants this week. It was a fantastic week. It's great to see the spirit in which cricket's been played this week, and we just have a round of applause for all participants this week. Thank you very much to our host, Eden Roskill, and particularly to Nitin, the club manager for Eden Roskill. A lot of work all in the hours of the day, so we really appreciate the work that Eden Roskill and Nitin have done. Round of applause for them, please. Umpires, I don't know if we've got any here actually, but so many comments during the week how important it is to have umpires, and I know as participants you were able to really respect the umpire's decision, so a round of applause for our umpires, thank you. We've got a few here, but we haven't got so many, but throughout the week, our parents have really supported this week. We really appreciate what you do for our participants of cricket. We know you've probably skipped away from work or are on leave or anything, but we really appreciate the parents for what you do and for coming this week and supporting the summer series. So thank you to the parents. We only got two presentations today, so that is runners up and our champions. So to Suburbs, New Lynn and to East Coast Bows, congratulations on a great final. Congratulations on a great week and then also a great final today. To start with, what we'll do is we'll invite Suburbs captain to come up and say a few words and then introduce the Suburbs players. We're lucky to have Auckland Cricket Board member Bevan Miles here today, who will be presenting the medals. So I ask the Suburbs New Lynn captain to come up and say a few words and then introduce the team. Let's go from there.
Alright, firstly I'd like to thank Auckland Cricket for hosting the tournament and Eden Roskill for hosting us here at Kithe Park. I'd like to thank the umpires as well and all the parents for coming out here. Bet on the final as well. Congratulations to East Coast Bays, you guys played a pretty stellar final, you guys deserved it. And on Suburbs, also had a weaker team today, boys. Under 15s filling in, really appreciate you guys. I'm really proud of you boys for coming out here. Thank you boys, and you know, you guys played a really good tournament, you guys deserve to be here in the final. Obviously it didn't go our way, but you know, good job boys.
Thank you.
Alright, so also, wait, do you want me to? Alright, so we have Noah Mead, also co-captain as well. Give him a line, give him a line. We got Shiv Patel. Smeet Shah. Got Lachlan Gray. Kaya Tofade. Shara Daji. Parthiv Reddy. Vaibhav. John Cope. Vion Barrett.
Your manager?
Oh yeah, and one player's also not here, who is Hamza, so we'll take it for him. Yeah.
And your manager?
And also, yeah, managers as well. Do we have anything? Yeah, Rajan Patel. What's the guy's name? What? We have another one. And Ojas as well.
Alright, let's just get you come forward, we'll get a photo.
Stay where you are, just getting closer, please, guys. Steven, do you want to chuck in a shot? Ian?
Yeah.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. That's all, guys.
Okay, now I'd just like to call East Coast players, captain, to come forward and say a few words and then introduce the team.
Firstly, I just want to say hello to everyone. Secondly, just want to thank all the parents for how people commute, and big thanks to Nick Matzoupalos for making some bras for us. That was really much appreciated, and John Boy, DJ, appreciated. Oh, and the organisers and everyone else that made this thing possible. So, can Shashin please come up, click to the middle? Oh, and the opposition team for the final game.
And in Roskill, you guys did well too.
Thank you.
Can Jordan Van Zyl click to the middle, please?
Oh, hey, well done. Okay.
Thanks. Brandon Matzoupalos. John Robertson. Mikey Gambidis. Yash Aurora. Anton Aiken. Jim Goff. Aaron Miles. Mark Johnson. Sol Vermeer. Ryan Johnson.
Manager,
And manager coach Mark Johnson.
Any more?
And Monty.
Ladies and gentlemen, your champions, East Coast players.
No, you're right, like that, guys, unless someone else wants to change. I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our presentation for the Under-17 series. Safe travels and thanks very much.
So I just didn't know whether Alright folks, that is it for the Under-17 boys next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Same time, same venue.